topics, boy, and I'm kind of amazed. I don't know what to say now. I was thinking of talking about a few things, and I told you that and also Dilu that. But anyway, let me start my story. Well, it was a hot summer Sunday afternoon. Temperature hovering somewhere around 110 degrees to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. No fan in the room. Not to mention no cooling mechanism in the room. And the 10-year-old boy just woke up after taking a short nap. Tired after a long, long day. After the physical training in the morning, after doing dishes and washing his own clothes and cleaning his own room. So that's the story, that's the short anecdote of my childhood days. So this is the story I tell my kids sometimes. And just to kind of inform them, the hardship of life we went through in India, and the change right now we have, just to teach them a little bit of adaptability, flexibility, and also resiliency, and so forth. But anyway, one day it just struck me, hey, I was not fully truthful to them. I didn't give them the whole picture. I didn't tell them the entire story. They don't know. My boarding school was in a suburban area. Well, let me take a step back. So that was my childhood days during my middle school and my high school, during which I went to a missionary boarding school. So, long story short, they don't know that the boarding school was in a suburban area. They don't know. The dorm was surrounded by trees. The boarding rooms or the dorm rooms were big enough, and it was pretty busy all the time in India, as we know, and we had fans everywhere else except just the room. So, case in point, I was not fully modest, I was not fully truthful, I was not fully authentic to them. And that's the challenge. That's the challenge we all face in everyday life, since life is not black and white. Life is full of gray shades. And that's the challenge we all face in our everyday lives in this complex society, which fosters competition and also individuality. Now, this lack of authenticity, this lack of integrity, with this competitive attitude, and if the involved individual has a strong conviction for the cause, all these elements combined together create a conflict in a social or in an organizational setting. Now, talking about organization, conflict is not uncommon. It's natural. It's a natural phenomenon in any institution, in any organization. The academics call it organizational entropy within the organizational behavior, organizational dynamics. So, any organization, any institution, either is a for-profit or a not-for-profit, they all experience conflict at one time or another in their life cycle. Now, the big question is that how do you harness this conflict? How do you benefit from it? How do you manage and deal with this conflict? And that's the big question, that's the challenge for all of us, for all the individuals working in an organizational setting. Now, in a pragmatic sense, individuals working in an organization can only move forward towards building a better relationship, towards building a better healthy environment, towards productivity. When they all come together, when they open up, when they have the desire, the willingness to work together, to collaborate in a collective effort, bring that sense of empathy, bring that sense of integrity to the cause, as well as also set up those overarching goals which can include or which will satisfy all the individuals' goals at the same time. So all these attributes, all these elements, if you put together in the right fashion, will be able to, and that's when you'll be able to resolve conflict, you'll be able to move forward. Now, talking about our temple, well, our temple has gone through many ups and downs from its inception, from the very beginning, from its origin. A lot of changes, a lot of improvements, a lot of enhancements over the last couple of years. But also at the same time, we see a lot of challenges, a lot of issues, a lot of conflicts, dissonance, particularly at the management level. So, this is where the leaders of the institution, they need to come together. They need to work together. They need to have the desire, to have the integrity, to have the passion to work together. And that's where I think our temple will be able to move forward. So that's what we see over the last couple of months. The management of this temple, the management of the past, and the current management, they came together. They've been working hard together for the last couple of months to move to the next phase of the life cycle or of the life of the temple. And that's why I would like to point out that this new working committee formed by the leaders right now, they are right now our beacon of hope. So with a very positive outlook, let's embrace that positive outlook, and let's be very optimistic about their courage to come together, as well as also about their success and positive outcome down the line. So to that end, I would like to say, let's give the leaders of the past and the current working committee, kind of a big round of applause. And that includes Ruboda, Bolanindi, Ojada is not here, Dilip is not here, for coming together, and also wish them success for the rest of the life of the temple. With that, I think I'd like to kind of end. I know we all kind of went through this big applause of giving everyone recognition. So I won't go much further, but I would also like to say, again, thanks everyone for this big event. We have also Diluda Munaboldi and Rima, after a brief interlude from the last event. We missed them. So thanks to them, and also thanks to all the volunteers who work day and night on every event, on every occasion, with their full passion, who bring passion and motivation to their work. Finally, also let's give applause for Shumiranda, who work hard day and night. And finally, and last but not the least, let's give ourselves, us, the devotees, a big round of applause for our perpetual support to the offer to the temple going forward, and hope we all can sustain this temple in a lively manner. We all can have a place so that we can bring our kids, so that the next generation can can discover their roots, where they come from. With that, I would like to end my speech by saying the famous quote of Swami Vivekananda Swamiji, that which I first heard during my fifth grade, and I'm still trying to comprehend the meaning, but I still couldn't. So this is education. Education is the manifestation of the perfection already in human being. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of that time.
Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, now we